Yeah. What's up,
The
everybody?
man is
Welcome
supposed to
back to
sacrifice his
another
life for everybody else, and he don't get no reward, no enjoyment for it, and there's no return on it. The man's happiness don't mean nothing to nobody. The man's peace don't mean nothing to nobody. The man ain't appreciated, homie, till his presence is no longer there. Everybody think the man is supposed to sacrifice his life for everybody else, and he don't get no reward, no enjoyment for it, and there's no return on it. The man's happiness don't mean nothing to nobody. The man's peace don't mean nothing to nobody.
Oh,
Yo, Portis.
yo.
How everybody doing?
Okay, my bad, John. My bad for the delay. My bad for the delay. But what's going on, everybody? Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Big Cap Podcasting. I am your host, Portis, aka Mr. Squad in Your Face, aka Mr. Intellectual himself, and I am here tonight with my co-host,
Mo Gotti, aka LIVE, the DOWG dog.
No doubt. What's going on, man? What's going on with you tonight?
Man, these allergies got me tonight. My voice might, for the last 3 days, my voice been sounding kind of raspy a little bit. But y'all just bear with me.
For sure.
Y'all bear with me tonight.
Well,
so how you feel about what Charleston White just said?
Wait a minute. Say it one more time.
I said, how you feel about what Charleston White just said?
I couldn't catch the whole video. I couldn't catch the whole thing.
You didn't hear it?
Nuh-uh.
Oh.
But go ahead and give me, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and give me your output or try to play it back for me.
No,
the man ain't appreciated, homie, till his presence is no longer there. Everybody think the man is supposed to sacrifice his life for everybody else, and he don't get no reward, no enjoyment for it, and there's no return on it. The man's happiness don't mean nothing to nobody. The man's peace don't mean nothing to nobody. The man ain't appreciated, homie, till his presence is no longer
there.
Did you hear it then?
Yeah, I caught the most part of it. Yeah. I believe that. I believe that a man really don't get appreciated until he's not there no more. You know what I'm saying? Because if you think about it, a lot of things are to be expected out of a man, that a lot of the things that we do get overlooked because it's expected of us. You feel what I'm saying? So in most cases, we don't get the appreciation that we deserve. You feel what I'm saying? But you know, I ain't gonna say that's in every case, but in most cases, I can say like in at least like in 75% of the cases, bro, men don't be appreciated until they gone for real.
Right, because a lot of times when you do certain things for a woman, they seem to forget. Like you may do something real nice for them, and they may appreciate it at the moment, but they really don't appreciate it because it'll come a time where they won't even remember the good things you did. You know. So most of the time, men are not appreciated of the good things they did. They just only reminded of the bad things that they do.
Absolutely. 100,000.
We got Riri in the building.
What's going on, Ree?
Yeah, you know that's how
Who
it
else
is.
we got in the building?
So far I see a few people.
So far you see Ree?
I see Ree, but a few people watching, but they not on the screen. But
okay.
Yeah, you know what we're gonna do tonight, we're gonna talk about these videos. Bo gonna pull up these videos and we're gonna talk about them. We're gonna talk about each video. So basically, all the videos that Bo gonna pull up is for the sake of being with somebody. Like
Mm.
You know, but we want to start it off with Charleston White, you know, talking about, you know, the man's not, you know, he's not recognized, he's not appreciated until he's gone, you know.
Mm. Well,
And that's
oh,
true. You
well, yeah,
know,
I
that
mean, it's
think
true.
think think about what granddaddy and them went through. You know, granddaddy and them appreciate it now. But during the time when granddaddy was here, granddaddy weren't appreciated, you know. So you know, that's just how
Mo, you turn
society
into a
is.
robot. You
Oh,
got,
I sound like a robot.
you yeah, a
Huh?
little bit, but you got it back. You good. Go ahead. Keep it going.
Oh yeah, might be my mic. But yeah, you know, granddaddy, you know, granddaddy done went through the
Mhm.
same thing we going through now.
Right?
Mhm. So
Right.
Bo gonna shoot us out some more, but we're gonna talk about this, you know, for a minute and see can we
Uh,
get some men and see can we get some men on here to elaborate,
all right.
you know, so we can elaborate more on this discussion.
For sure. For sure.
So just what's your take on you know you
Me, like I said, man, it is too common for that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's too common for that to keep being a trend. You know what I'm saying?
right.
It, it's just like people telling you, you know, give me my flowers and shit, you know what I'm saying, while I'm still here, instead of waiting until I'm gone to want to give them to me. You know what I'm saying? It need to be more emphasis on the individual in a relationship sometimes. Like, you know, you can't expect a person to do everything, but when that person is doing and they making do, you know what I'm saying? Like they deserve that pat on that back or whatever, or at least the acknowledgement of that you moving forward and you not standing in the same spot. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Like men, whether women know it or not, man, men need that. You feel
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like men need it, and especially hearing it from the woman that they with. You know what I'm saying?
right,
We don't too much care about the compliments from out in the street, but the shit that you hear at home drives you a long way. You know what I'm saying?
right,
Because we can only live the hours that we have right
right,
now. You feel what I'm saying?
right.
So if I'm going to be any good for you, you know what I'm saying, and we live in day by day, then I'm not saying praise me every day, but shit, at least give me enough to want to go on and do it tomorrow.
Okay, okay. Thank you, Miss
You know what I'm
Davis, for
saying?
the stars. Thank you, Miss Davis. We really, Devorah, we really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Okay, we got another video coming up for y'all, and we're gonna discuss
Okay.
this. How you doing, Sharita? We got Sharita in the building. We got
What's
Angela
up,
Dan-
Sharita Rita?
we got Angela Daniels
What's
in the
up, Auntie? I
building.
think that's my auntie in here.
Right. We got Devorah. She just gave your auntie just gave us some she gave us some stars. And hey, what's up, Antoine? We got
All right.
Antoine Ross in the we got Antoine Ross in the building. So we got
What's
another
going up,
video
folks?
we got another video gonna pop up in a little bit, and we're gonna talk about that. But you know, ladies,
Okay.
you know, before the other video come up, we want you ladies, you know, appreciate the men that's in your life. I don't care if it's your husband, your son, your father, your uncle, cousins. You know, just appreciate the men, because you know, men, we go through a lot just like y'all women do.
For
It's a
sure.
lot of things. It's a lot of things we deal with every day. So, uh, you know, appreciate the men. Appreciate us while we're here, and y'all stop forgetting when we do nice things for y'all, because it don't matter how small of a thing is that y'all do for us. We always remember that.
For sure.
So we got another video coming up in a minute, and we're gonna talk about that.
Oh, Charleston White, huh?
Yeah, Charleston White. I
A
mean, you
woman
know,
will fuck you over every time, every day. Shit. And I ain't lying, G. And they will. They will fuck you over every time, every day. If you ain't paying attention, G, they will tear your whole heart out.
Whoa, did you hear that? Do you believe that, Portis? When a woman tear your whole heart out.
Boy, listen.
No,
Women, women can be devious, bro. Women can be real devious. You know, like it's like, and the only reason why I can agree with that is because like women can hold shit back better than we can. You feel me? Like they can hold on to a secret. You feel me? And that's, to me, if I'm interpreting what he's saying for real, that's what he's really saying. That's what can tear a man's heart out, is the fact that a woman can hold on to something for so long.
Right.
You feel me? And then when she dropped that bomb on you, bruh, it's like, it's just the worst thing that ever could fucking, excuse my language, the worst thing that could ever happen to you. You feel me? Like that could be detrimental to your mental.
Right. We got Crystal. We got Crystal in the building.
What's going on, Crystal, in the building?
Yeah. You know, like, and we're not speaking on all women. Now, we're not saying all women like that. And I don't think that he was saying all women like that, but he was just, you know, giving some young
all
men.
Of them is not.
Yeah. Because he was just giving some young men, you know, game about, you know, what they're going to experience with some women, you know.
Absolutely.
You will be effed over, you know.
I mean,
and guess what? We all have. We all have. We all been effed over. Yeah, we all been effed over. So
okay, you gotta keep wiggling.
Can you hear me?
One more time, Gotti.
I said we all been effed over.
Oh, okay? He taking a drink break. My bad.
Yeah. Now I was like, I was saying we all been effed over. You know what I'm saying? We all been effed over. So, you know, a lot of times when you dealing with.
Yeah, I was gonna say let go of the cord, bro.
Nah, my hand is not on the cord. We got my sister in the building. Wilda is in the building.
Okay. What's up, Wilda?
Portis, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes, I can hear you now. So, but yeah, I don't think he. Well, honestly speaking, I can't tell you really how he meant it when he was saying it, but I mean, he must have went through some. He must have went through some.
He was basically dropping game to, you know, to young men. He was telling them that they're gonna experience that, you know, in their lifetime, and we all have, you know.
Well, yeah,
I can't say it's a man walking around here have never experienced that.
No, I mean I get that, but I was saying that, like, I don't know if he was saying that, like you said, he was probably telling them, you know, that you're going to experience heartbreak or whatever. Or I was looking at it in the manner and where, like, he probably just dropping game, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, young pimp, protect your heart. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Something in that nature, you know?
He was, and basically he was telling you in a, I wouldn't say in a harsh way, but he's just going straight direct with it, you know? He went straight direct. He didn't put it any other kind of way. He just went straight direct with it.
Right. And when and you know, sometimes when people come at you with advice like that, or they giving game like that, I mean, do you literally take it for what they saying, or do you try to break it down and decipher it to, like, you know what I'm saying? Do you mean it in this way, but you telling me like this, but do you mean it in this way? You feel what I'm saying? Or
a lot of times, when people tell you something, when people, the way the deliverance, a lot of times it's like what they saying, you know, a lot of times it is, unless they're doing poetry. Now, when people doing poetry, okay, they say words and you have to kind of think about what they're saying. But when you meet a guy like that, he's speaking, he's delivering straight towards you.
Okay, Mo, let me read Crystal's comment. She said, "Hi guys, thank you for saying not all women, and it goes both ways. Men, it goes both ways. Men, some men have torn women's hearts out until the nervous breakdown occurred. I mean, I can't help but to agree. You know, it do go both ways.
We got Kendra Berry in the building and OG Trey in the building. Yes.
What's going on? What's going on, everybody?
Yes, it goes both ways. It goes both ways.
Yeah, it definitely goes both ways. Yeah. We can't just, I mean, I guess the only reason why we looking at it in that way was because it was the guy telling it to the younger guys or whatever. But yeah, it do go both ways. You know, like having your heart broken is, boy, that's woo. You know what I'm saying? Some people can't recover from that, you know? So it's very important to protect your heart. You know what I'm saying? It's very important to protect your heart because for real, at the end of the day, that's you know, that's what you got sacred to you. You feel me? Like that's your safe space, your safe space, your safe place, your heart. You know what I'm saying? And you don't just trust that with anybody. So, you know, but for the sake of having somebody though, Gotti,
right,
you know, like for the sake of having somebody, go ahead.
Right. Well, you know, for the sake of having somebody, you know, it's a lot of things that people go through just for the sake of having somebody. Some people let people walk all over them, but they don't care because they want to have somebody. So we got another video gonna come up, y'all. It'll be up shortly. And we're gonna talk about that video.
Right. But that last video was crazy.
If somebody really wants you and they're serious, they will listen to you and they will get it together for the sake of having you. Men and women, put your foot down when you're dating. Put your foot down. Don't bend, don't sacrifice, don't abandon yourself, don't betray yourself for the sake of having somebody. Yeah. When my husband and I were dating, when he was practicing courtship, I wasn't playing with him. Trust me, I wasn't playing with him. He knew what I wanted. He knew that by our conversations. He tried me at one time. He did. And I said, I was about to block you because you're getting on my nerve. All that inconsistency, baby. I love you. I'm sorry, honey. But he had some moments, and I'm not a person who punishes you for isolated event, but I look for patterns. Luckily, it wasn't a pattern, but I made it very clear what I wanted, what I was looking for, what I was not going to tolerate. I'm big on communication. And he had to learn that very early on. And he was so consistent after that. He was like, no, I'm not going to lose you behind some failures that I have. And he got it together. And that's what I mean. If somebody really wants you and they're serious, they will listen to you and they will get it together for the sake of having you.
I agree.
I mean,
right. I agree with her 100%. You know, they will listen to you. They will pay attention, you know, to you, and you know, they will be consistent on what they're doing. You know, when a person really wants to be with somebody, they will pay attention to everything about you. You know, so she's absolutely right. You know, if and think about it now, all the things that she's saying, it's a person can do that. It's not hard. You get what I'm saying? You know, she wasn't even saying it like she's not delusional with it. You know. So what you got to say about that?
Well, like this, you know what I'm saying, listening to her, and you know, basically what I get out of that is, well, it's a number of things, but the most important things is like she said, what she say, don't make sacrifices, don't abandon yourself, don't lose yourself over
just
something
for the
that's
sake,
not
just for the sake of
right.
having somebody.
Well, look,
Right.
she said it both ways. She said just for the sake of somebody, or just for the sake of something that's not gonna be. You know what I'm
No,
saying? Like
but
basically
see,
what she was saying that I got out of it is like she was saying, don't waste my time.
right,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
So
She right. She just said
so
she wasn't gonna put up with. She wasn't gonna take nothing less. You know. See,
r-
see.
right.
I listen. I listen to Kitty a real lot. She is the type of woman that she been through some things early on in her life, and she took that and she got saved, and she met a good man, and she with the things that she went through in her life. I mean, everything
Hi,
she
Miss
comes with
Tanya.
her deliverance is on point, and when she explains something to us, uh, I I, I feel it.
I mean,
You
I'm not
know,
saying I don't feel it. I'm not saying that, excuse me,
I mean,
I'm
I
not
mean,
disagreeing with her.
I
You
was just
know,
saying
I just
in other words, she was saying she wasn't going to settle for less. It comes a time in a woman's life when a woman find out what she really wants out of life. She's not going to settle for less, and that's not in a delusional way. It means a man being consistent, a man standing on his word, a man being
Mhm,
true to her, a man being faithful, a man,
mhm.
a man being a provider to her,
It,
a man being a protector to her. I mean,
I mean,
it
yeah,
comes
I mean, I get that. I mean, I definitely get that. But again, I'm still looking at it like, yeah, she said that, but she also basically, just in the way that I'm looking at it, she's saying, don't waste my time.
right. I mean, don't waste her time, and it's
You know what
certain
I'm saying?
thing,
Period.
right? Don't, yeah. That's a part of it too. But she said a
I
lot
mean,
of
at the end of the day, though,
yeah,
but if you think about it, though, Mo, I mean, even you said this, like I mean, you stood big on this. You know what I'm saying about wasting time. You feel
right,
what I'm saying? Like, huh?
right.
You right. You said that if you know that you're not into somebody, then why try to talk to somebody?
Exactly, exactly. Hold on
If
for a
you're
minute,
not
Prince.
into that person,
We got Thunderbird in the building, and we got Reggie Sharp in the building.
what's going on,
What's
everybody?
going on,
What's up?
guys?
What's up? What's up?
Hey, we want everybody to comment, make your comments. If you got somebody the video, we want to hear your input on it. I mean, y'all come on in, let us hear it. Oh,
Yeah,
Thunderbird,
y'all know the platform is up for y'all tonight. What's up?
Thunderbird said May the
What's
28th.
up?
May the 28th is going down.
May 28th.
May 28th.
All right, Thunderbird.
Yeah, we
All
want to
right, we're
hear
gonna hold you to it.
we want to hear yo if y'all hear the videos, we want to hear y'all take on it. We want to hear what y'all how y'all feel about
You know,
what they're saying in the videos.
that last one was pretty deep though. Out of all of them so far, I think that last one was
Yeah,
pretty deep.
yeah.
You know what
Tanya,
I'm
the thing
saying?
it's for the sake of having somebody, and
M-
that video
Mo,
is the key. That video right there
you
is the key of this show. That's the main topic of this show. The way she was coming, like the thing is, for the sake of having someone, you know, I feel like this, and it goes for a man also. It comes a time
mhm,
in a man's life, and he knows what he know what he wants, so he won't settle for less. He won't
mhm,
settle for less just the sake of having somebody. You
mm.
get what I'm saying?
Talk
And
about
and
it.
and that comes to a point that men and women, But go ahead, read Crystal's comment because we want
Crystal
to hear everybody.
said, Crystal said, I agree with her. We should never lose ourselves in someone else. This goes for both men and women. And life is too good and too short to be wasting time on anything.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
We
You
got Keith
know,
Smith. We got Keith Smith in the building. He is in
what's
the
going on,
building.
Key?
Right, right.
What is the deal?
And that's the thing, you know, like, and I'm about to get deep with you right quick. You know, when you, especially if you meet a woman and she's a woman of God, man, you gotta be careful how you treat her. You know, you gotta be careful, dog. You gotta be careful because guess what? My grandmother always told me, you don't mess with God's children. So you better go in there correct. You know what I'm saying? And
I'm hearing you.
you can't,
I'm hearing you, but
because you up, because guess
there
what
you
now?
go.
And guess what?
No, I'm saying. Go back and say what you said again because I didn't hear the
I know.
first part.
No, I'm saying I don't know why you can't hear me because everybody else hearing me. No, what I'm saying is, you got you know when you meet a woman of God, you know you got to be careful with it. You know, you got to go in there. You got to go in there correct. You know, you got to go in there and be, you know, be on point. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. I'm
Yeah,
listening to you.
yeah. So let's read some of these comments right quick.
Like,
They
you know,
coming
you
in.
was coming in so clear. I had to listen to you while you was coming in so clear.
Nah,
Thunderberg, Thunderberg said, "Well, at this point in my life, I don't have to have someone in my life to be happy." That's strong right there, Thunderberg. But I definitely feel you. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to have nobody's approval to make you happy, or to be in somebody else's presence to make you
hey,
happy. I mean, I
hey,
definitely understand that.
Key said, "What's the topic? It's the sake of having someone, you know, for the
Yes,
sake of having
Tanya. Yes,
someone.
Miss Tanya. For the
That's
sake of
that
having someone.
right." And Sharita said she agreed with Kitty. Don't waste time. Let the person know how you feel. And like I said, you have to be consistent. It's all when you're in a relationship, it's all about being consistent. You know, like I said, a lot of people, like I say, getting to the topic for the sake of having someone. I mean, people they allow anything because they want to be with somebody. They allow somebody to do certain things. Oh, even though they might not like it, just the sake of having
Mm,
somebody, they'll put up with it. You might be dating a woman and she might go to the club every weekend. You might not like it, but for the sake of having someone, you'll put up with it. You know,
mm,
a girl might date someone, he may drink a lot or whatever like that. And she may not like it, but for the sake of having a man, she'll put up with it.
mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, Key says she's single. Wait, Bo, can you
Until
throw that one back up again, bro?
now I see it. She said she's single until consistent. This is that all.
That's it, and that's all.
That's it. That's
Yeah,
all. Right. I looked at it wrong. But right, Key. You know you want somebody
well,
consistent. And
right, and ain't nothing wrong with that. Consistency plays a big part in a relationship. You feel what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
But consistency plays big because is demanded from both sides. You know what I'm saying? That's why I think consistency is probably one of the biggest things in a relationship, period, is because it's demanded from you and the person that you with. You know what I'm saying? We depend on consistency, right?
Mhm.
So you want to have somebody that you can consistently depend on. You know what I mean? So yeah.
We got Tiffany in the building. How you doing, Tiffany? And
Say it again, Mark.
now I said we got Tiffany in the building. Um, Tanya said, "Key, She said she feel that. Right.
Oh yeah,
Right.
Tanya. Okay,
Right.
yeah.
And like he said, she's single until it's consistent. So, I understand, like I say, and these are women. Like I said, it comes a time when a woman get a certain age, her I wouldn't say her standards are so high. It's just certain things that she wouldn't put up with from a man, you know. And a lot of men are like that too now. A lot of men they
Mm-hmm.
they want, like you said, it go both ways. They want consistency. So it's a lot of things
Okay, well,
men won't put up with.
okay,
Go
hold up. You got Key said consistency should be a natural flow. And then you got Miss Mac in the building. What's up, Miss Mac? And then she said consistency starts way before the relationship starts. What you got to say about that, bro? What you think about that?
Well, I mean, it should start within yourself. So I kind of understand where she's coming from. You got to be consistent when it comes to certain things that you're doing, for yourself. We got Nikki
Right.
Wright in the building.
What's going on? What's
We,
going on? What's
we
going
got
on?
we got Nikki in the building. But yeah, consistency. It starts, with being consistent by yourself. You're
Yeah.
consistent on certain things. You're consistent on going to the gym. You're consistent on your certain hobbies you got. You may be consistent on certain things that you do on your job or whatever. So it's all about discipline, and being in a
Right.
relationship. It takes being disciplined. It takes being
What's
understanding.
going on, Miss Wright? Right.
Yeah,
I got you, Gotti. Go ahead.
yeah. It takes all that. So
Yeah. Hey, man. Shout out to Mr. Bruce, man. You and Mr. Bruce for still doing your thing. I was down for a little bit, man, but I'm gonna try to come back this week. Get back in the gym, man, because definitely consistency is everything. And
right, right.
we was like some gym sharks up in that Jones, man. So I'm
Oh
definitely
yeah,
coming back this week.
oh yeah,
Definitely coming back this week. Health is wealth, believe that. So
yeah, yeah.
definitely got to get back in that gym, man.
Yeah, Thunderbird say he enjoy life, right? And
Yeah.
if you got your life in order and you're consistent on certain things that you're doing, your life would be much smoother,
Mm.
And then Tanya also said being true to yourself. And that's the
Mm.
thing that I believe in, being true to yourself. Don't force yourself to do certain things that you might not agree with because you're being unfair to yourself.
Well, that's
If
what Tanya just said.
right,
Tanya just
right,
said that. Tanya
right,
just said be true to self.
right, right. Like if you don't like a certain type of food, don't eat it. You know, if you don't like this certain type of crowd, don't go hang around that crowd. You know,
For sure.
if they doing certain things that you don't do that you don't like, don't be with that. You
Right.
know, or
Right.
and I'm not saying do it you don't be judging in a way, but don't force yourself to do something. If it's a relationship and you trying to force yourself to be in it, don't be in it.
Well,
You
let me
know,
ask you this. Because we're talking about relationships, right?
right?
So let me ask you this. So do you
Read.
use
I want to
huh?
ask. I was going to tell you to read Crystal's comment first.
Okay. Wait. Well, let me say this first, and then I'll read her comment. But do you use that same advice that you using Mo with a regular friend? Can you use that same advice that you giving out for a
I
relationship? Can you
I
use that
have
just for a regular friend?
I have used that. I have used that advice for a regular friend. I have.
Okay.
Um, I have. I have used it for myself. I have.
Okay.
And I try to stand by it. Let's read Crystal's comment. Then we're gonna go to Thunderbirds.
I got you. Crystal say, I feel that. I feel that comment. I feel that comment. We don't need someone to make us happy. You have to make yourself happy. Someone making you happy is more than likely temporarily is temporarily happiness. Temporary happiness. what happens when a person can't make you happy anymore? Dependency, a lot, dependence, a lot, of time leads to unhappiness and failure. So when we truly love ourselves, we may not want love, but want need. We may not want love, but want need it in a relationship. If I said that
Right.
right, relationship wise, okay.
Wise, right. And Thunderbird said people fake a relationship just to have
Oh,
someone.
okay. I broke it down. I got you.
Yeah.
So basically, what she said, I'm gonna read it again though, the right way. She said, "My bad, Bo." Hey, if you go back to it, I'll reread it. If not, don't worry about it. I got it. People fake a relationship just to have someone. As you get older, people's outlook on life changes. That's absolutely true too.
Right.
People, I mean, like from the
I
bird, when you
want,
say people fake a relationship, what like
they do.
like
They do. They do. All right, Key. Hey, Key, we appreciate you chiming in. We know you got to get your studies on tonight. But yeah, Thunderbird,
okay, all
right?
right.
I mean, yeah, Thunderbird, right though. Thunderbird is absolutely right. People fake relationships just to have someone.
I'm trying like okay, because I was kind of lost a little bit. Bo, can you go back to Thunderbird's comment, please,
I
bro?
got it. I got it right here. Thunderbird said people fake a relationship just to have someone. As you get older, people outlook on life changes. On
Right.
life
Now
changes.
I get the second half of it. I get
On
the
life
second
changes.
half of
People outlook
he
on
say
life
when people
changes.
fake a relationship. Huh?
Right. But see, think about the last part he just said. He said, you get older, people outlook on life change. People outlook.
Right, Mo.
So people outlook on life change.
Right. I get that part. I get the second part. And Tanya said they do fake relationships, but
They do.
can y'all elaborate more on that?
Well,
That's something new to me.
let me explain something to you. A lot of times when people meet somebody and they just say the person be real nice and they the type of person they're looking for, but the chemistry is not there, the attraction is not there, but they know that's a good person. So they want to kind of keep that person around. So they'll fake like they're really into them. They really want to be with them, but they really don't. Because the chemistry is not there. A lot of people
So
do
you
that.
mean it? So you mean to tell me that people can sit around somebody and really not be into them, like
Absolutely. Right? Yeah, absolutely. Hell yeah.
Hold on, let me read Thunderbird's comment real quick. Thunderberg said people do that shit. People do that shit that they don't like or put up with just to be with them. They may be like, damn, they fine and do shit just to be with them. So people just be with people for their looks and shit like that. Basically, is what you're saying on that one.
Right, different
For
reasons.
different
Right.
reasons. Okay.
Yeah, they be
So
with
they
because they got a nice car. They got money. You know how it is.
Right.
If you got money, a woman a fake to be with you. She a fake like she like you just because you got money.
So how do they know when you not? So I guess my question is with that. So then how do you show a person that you're not with them just for what they got?
There's many ways of showing someone that you really into them.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like you really into them. So like, how do you show them that?
It has to be
or
no, it has to be something has to. You have to have some type of testimony going on in your life, and they be there for you through if you're going through something, and they
that's
still
right.
there.
I was just gonna say, okay.
Yeah, I mean,
keep going.
It's ways you can find out. You know, we know when somebody really into us. We know. Trust me.
You said we know, Mo.
Yeah, we know.
So one
You
of the
know,
so tell me some of the things.
you know when a woman into you.
So
You can feel the touch when she hold your hand, when she rub your body, when she talking to you a certain way.
mhm.
Even when y'all speaking on the phone, you know, you could tell if a woman into you, you know. Seriously.
No, I believe you. I definitely believe you. Thunderberg say you can tell the real when you hit the hard times.
Right, exactly.
Um and it'll tell it all. That's
That's
true
it.
too, Thunderberg.
That's it. That's what I said. When you're going through something, you'll find out.
That's true.
All right,
Right. Go ahead, Mo. I'm listening.
Miss Magdalene Mack, read her comment.
She say people fake relationships for personal reasons, like making someone jealous, hiding their true feelings, or avoiding loneliness. Also, people fake it in that person's social status. Hmm.
All right, go ahead, read Crystal's.
Crystal say, I don't know about faking a relationship, but they stay in them because of normacy. This means they are just used to them and may be afraid to change and may even for the benefits.
Right.
And you know, like, yeah, I've met some people that's afraid to change and they don't want to leave who
Right.
they with
Right.
because they afraid to change. So yeah, I mean
Some people are
that
afraid to
makes
start
sense.
over. Yeah. A,
Yeah.
a lot of people are afraid to start over, you know. They're
But starting
afraid
over is a
like
scary thing though.
yeah, you
Starting
know,
over is a scary thing though, man.
it's scary, but sometimes when you start over, it's easier than you think it is sometimes, you know.
I mean, yeah,
Sometimes
once
you
you
get
get
out there and
over
then you say, "Oh, thank God, I'm glad you gave me the strength to do this because this is easier than what I thought it was," you know. So,
true,
uh,
but that's once you get over the self obstacles that you
right,
go through before you
right,
can start seeing that clarity of how easy it can be. Because yeah, I mean it is. I mean, it can be easy to bounce back if certain things are set up. You know what I'm
right,
saying? Like if you're not just dirt dirt ball down and out. You feel what I'm saying?
right,
You know, but if you got a couple of things that can help you on that start to bounce back, then yeah, I can see you just looking at it and saying,
right.
yeah, it was easier than what I thought. But man, when you got to go from the ground up, starting from nothing, like no job, no nothing, it's tough. It can be tough. So I can understand. I'm
I
not
mean
saying that I
that's a whole nother story itself. The job part.
well not necessarily, not
No, I'm
really.
just saying like I done left a relationship before and still had a job.
Right, but
But
but it made starting over easier because you didn't have to go look for a job. You didn't have to worry about means of money. You know what I'm saying? Like you had
I
that.
mean, no, but
That's
I'm
what I
talking about
mean about
no. Well, I'm saying like what I'm trying to say is like I'm just talking about a relationship wise. Like you in a relationship with somebody and y'all live together, whatever, and then you thinking, like man, I don't feel like, I don't want to start over with nobody else. It's not about the finance part. It's about starting over with a whole new person. You get what I'm
that's what I
saying?
was saying, Mo.
Yeah, I
That's what
mean,
I was saying. I
like a
mean,
job and had
to start
a
over,
job. A job ain't got nothing to do with it. I'm talking about
a job has everything to
starting
do
over.
with it, but
No, I'm
starting
saying
over,
no.
I
When I'm
got what
saying
you
starting
saying about
over, I'm saying
starting over,
starting
but
over. I'm saying starting over in a relationship, not starting a whole trying to go out and find a job after a relate. I mean, what you gonna do? You gonna be in a relationship, then you gonna quit your job and
no,
go out
I
and try to
mean,
find
I'm
another
saying
job.
like, like what I'm saying is that when people start over, you feel me? Just like you
Right.
said, you know what I'm saying? People people are afraid of letting go of what they got because they're afraid to start over. You know what I'm saying? Like in some people's mind, well, if I start over, I'd never get back to this status again. You feel what I'm saying? All that
I mean,
comes with work.
No. I'm talking about. We were talking about
In a
we're talking about
relationship,
within a
right?
relationship, not with. Just say you got a job. I mean, everybody should be working. Just say you got a job and you
Oh,
in a relationship. You ain't starting over trying to find another job. You starting over to start a new life by yourself.
so you telling me that in that life that you starting over, you don't need no means to help start that life, huh?
No, I don't. No, what I'm trying to say is, I done been in a relationship before, and left the relationship, started everything over. It had nothing to do with no job. It had something to do with
Okay,
me
hold up.
just.
Let me read Miss Max comment. She said starting over is scary and it can feel overwhelming, but there is something powerful about a fresh start. Redefine yourself, learn new things, and leave behind what no longer serving what's no longer serving you. La. There, I got it out. You know what I'm saying? And I feel that. I definitely feel that. And that's why a lot of people stay in a
Blow my
relationship
phone up.
and they stay in relationships because of the fear of starting over. Like all of that comes with it. You know what I'm saying? You just hope that you in a position to where it won't be, like she said, as overwhelming. You know what I'm saying? Because no matter how you break it down, no matter how you look at it, bro, whether it's in a relationship or you trying to find a new job and get your life back on track or whatever,
No.
starting over is exactly what it is.
No. I'm talking about. I'm only talking
In a
about
relationship
relationship.
as well.
I'm not. No, I'm
Okay.
not talking. We're talking about relationships. Unless you're
Okay.
talking
Well,
about moving, you leave somewhere and you move into another state or whatever. Then you got to look for a job. Then I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about if I'm in a house with a woman, I'm married or whatever, and we got problems. I decide to leave. When I leave, I'm starting a new life. I'm not looking for a new job. I'm just starting a new life. I mean, without her. You know what I'm saying? It's not about I gotta go find a job just because
it
I done left the
Mo,
relationship.
I just use that for an analogy, you know what I'm saying? Because that's part of the thing. But even like I said though, too, you know what I'm saying? Even like starting a brand new relationship, your mind frame can go different because it's scary leaving one person to go to somebody else and not knowing what the outcome is going to be. You feel what I'm saying? In your mind, you probably like, damn, I was on top when I was with her. I probably could never get back to that same, you know what I'm saying? Get back to that same status. So you would deal with certain stuff, you know what I'm saying, just to stay in that relationship because of your status or whatever the case may be. Or, you know what I'm saying, vice versa. I mean, it could go, you know, it can go any way. But that's all part of starting over, whether it's in a relationship, a new life, or whatever the case may be. Starting over is scary if in your mind frame you thinking like, damn, you know, I ain't gonna be the same person, or I'm not gonna be at the same status in life because I
No,
gotta start
no,
over.
no. If you're talking about you got a job and you want to leave that job and start over to a new job, yeah, that's scary. I mean, anytime you leaving something that you used to and you're going to something new, it's always gonna be scary. So, uh,
Right. Absolutely.
but I wasn't talking about job wise. I was talking about relationship. When you're leaving a
Well,
relationship and you're
I
going
mean,
and
even
you're
in a relationship, Mo, is still basically the same thing. I mean, you don't know what's gonna happen in that next relationship, so you be kind of scared to move on because it's like, shoot, I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
see
I don't know.
that's where people mess up at. People leave
Well, I mean,
one
they probably
relationship and
do.
jump into another relationship. Did we read
Some
Thunderbird?
people
Okay. Did we read
wait,
Thunderbird's comment?
wait, I got you. Funderburg saying starting over is easy once you learn to love yourself. Uh, you're out here. No, he said if you're out here trying to make someone else happy and you're not, it would never work. And that's true. And then
No,
Tanya say,
he wasn't saying it like that, Tanya. But go ahead.
and then Tanya is saying he is saying it like starting a new job, maybe. And that's the
No, bro.
truth.
Nah, you wasn't saying it like
It
that.
is.
But
It's the truth.
go
Anything that
ahead,
you
man.
have to do starting over is gonna be scary, bro.
No,
A
I
new
mean, yeah,
relationship is scary.
yes. I mean, well, no, starting a new relationship is scary. No, starting a new
Yeah.
relationship feel not for me. It feel good.
Well, okay, Mo. Look, think about
Start a
this.
new
This is
job.
why. No. Keep it on a relationship, like you said. So if starting a new relationship ain't scary to you,
Not to me.
if it ain't scary to you, I'm gonna tell you
Going,
why it would be kind of scary
going
to
to
me.
going to like
Listen,
going to a new
listen.
job, going to a new school. Like when I transferred from one school to another school, it was scary a little bit.
No,
But
not well. Okay,
yeah,
I used
but
to like
leaving,
doing that, but go ahead.
but leaving a relationship and I start a new one, it's fresh, new. I'm excited. I'm
Excuse me.
got butterflies all in my stomach. You know what I'm saying? It feels, it feels good. But read Miss Max on comment. Can
We
you see
already
it?
read that comment.
You
We
already
already
read.
read that comment.
Oh, let's see. Let me
We
see.
already read all the
Thunderbird.
comments.
Like
We
Thunderbird said,
got a new.
I'm trying because my on my phone, I'm reading off my phone. Thunderbird said, I'm about to do it now, moving back to Columbus, but not worry about nothing. LOL. I ain't mean shit. Yeah, I mean, you've been here before, so it's nothing to you, Thunderbird. It's not scary. You know, uh, she said, both of y'all explain. That what Tanya said. Me and Porter was talking about something totally different, I believe.
No,
I was
it ain't
talking about
different.
relationship.
But
No, he was talking about. No, you were
you
saying like
just
you
put
gotta
it
go out and
basically.
find
You put yours. Look,
strictly
you
relationship. If I'm,
right, but I put it in general. I have put it in general because we were talking about starting over. See, like, okay, Miss Mac just said. She said, Mo, you never know if you have to go find another job. Leaving is leaving. You never know what you have to change or not change. Every situation
so
is different.
so
And
so so right.
then
So let me ask you something right quick. I'm gonna ask both of y'all something. Just say
mm,
you in a you know how many relationships I've been in since I've been on my job. I've been in some relationship and still got the same. Then left the relationship and still got the same job.
right,
That ain't
but Mo,
that don't have anything to do with it.
Mo, but that was my point. I said anything that can help keep the fact that you're going through what you're going through not as overwhelming. So I said it does help when you got a job and you ain't got to go look for no new job. You know what I'm saying? Because that's going to be the part that's going to help you be able to move forward on what you need to move forward on. You feel what I'm saying? But anytime you starting over doing anything, bro, anything, it's a scary thought.
Right. Yes,
You know
but
what I'm saying?
we were talking about relationships.
Okay, so even in
But
a
you brought up the
relationship,
job. The job don't have
uh,
anything to do with a relationship.
Mo, it's the same. Mo, I only used it because I was saying it as in starting over.
Oh,
You know
you
what I'm
was using it
saying?
as in, you was using it like
No matter how you use it, no matter how I'm using it, I'm still using it in the matter that we're talking about, as in starting over. So that can be a scary thing. So we're talking about the same thing. You just using it differently than how I'm using it, but it's the same thing. You know what I'm
what's up,
saying?
T
The
Money? T
relationship
Money.
thing.
What's up,
What's
T
going
Money?
on, T Money? But the relationship thing falls in the same category as well. You feel me?
No, but
The
I was thinking,
relationship thing.
I understand. You were saying if you was in a relationship, you gotta leave the relationship, you gotta go out and find a job. I mean,
That's if I said
why you
it,
gonna
Mo.
quit the
I
job
said
just
if
because you
that
quit the
happened.
relationship?
I said if that happened, because in a relationship, you can get so mentally drained and mentally messed up that I've seen people. You probably seen people that were so mentally messed up, they done messed up their jobs in a relationship. You feel what I'm saying? People go through that. But what I'm saying is that when you have a job and you're going through a start over, it helps because you don't have to worry about certain things. Even in a relationship, if you break up with somebody, you feel what I'm saying? And let's just say, let's just say if you and who y'all was together and y'all was living together, right? And then y'all split up. You feel me? And then you chose to be the one that's gonna leave to find a new place. You feel what I'm saying? Think how hard for you to start over when you have to go look for you a brand new place when you just had you a whole house. So that's what I'm saying. You can use that any kind of way, and it's gonna all boil down to the same thing. Whether it's a relationship, starting a new life, or whatever the case may be, starting over is starting over. And that's all I was saying, bro. Starting over is just starting over.
I was just talking about a relationship standpoint. That's all I was talking about. I mean,
right. I mean, but you're not wrong. You know what I'm saying? We're not wrong. Neither one of us is wrong. It's just we're using it differently, bro. That's all. We just using them differently. We talking about the exact same thing. We just using them. We just using how we using them differently.
All right, go
That's
ahead
it.
and read Miss. Yeah, read Miss Matt comment.
Wait a minute.
Can you see it?
Wait a minute. I'm about to read Thunderberg's comment. He said, "No, it's still starting over. No, it's still starting over. It's your mindset. Y'all saying the same thing, just in different ways." That's what Thunderberg just said, Mo. I just said the same thing. We saying the same thing. We just using it in different ways.
I don't think.
And live, huh?
I don't think they heard how you said it the first time. They missed it.
No, they didn't, because that's what I just said, bro.
No, I know you said something different.
That's exactly what I just said. What I just said was what I just said. But Tanya said, yes, but Mo, you said frustrated quick and date, but excited to start a new relationship. And she got the LOL. And then Miss Mac said, and then Miss Mac said, that's a blessing, Mo, but it's some people had to leave their job. But it's some people had to leave their job. You never know, the person you was with was toxic and made you lose your job. And by causing drama, anything can happen. Job has been lost during relationships.
Well, I guess.
Do you not agree with that, Mo?
I guess. I mean, I was just using just a relationship alone. I wasn't talking about the job part. But
you want
we can skip. Yeah, we can skip past that. Read Sharita's on comment right quick.
Hold on, I have not came across Miss Sharita's comment just yet, brother.
Hold on, because on my phone it's real small.
Yeah, it's small in my corner, but I'm waiting on it to come up on the big screen so I can see it. As soon as it come in,
hold it. I think she said he trying to say, in some cases you have to start all over, and you may start a new job and everything. I guess.
Basically, I mean, sometimes you have to start completely over.
Look, I was just basically just talking about straight relationship. I wasn't talking about if I'm with a woman, I leave the woman. I'm gonna keep the same job. I'm not going out looking for no other job.
But it's not just about the job, Mo. Like you so stuck on the job part.
Unless the job didn't have anything to do with it from the get-go.
Mo, it had everything to do with
starting over a new relationship.
I mean, because that's what can happen sometimes in a new relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like, you making it seem like that don't happen. And I'm just saying that it does happen. I mean, in a relationship, what's not in a relationship, Mo? You see what I'm saying? So when you starting over, bro, you just starting over.
I'm just confused. But
don't be confused, bro.
Go ahead, because
don't be confused, buddy. I want you to know what you know. You ain't gonna leave me confused, so I ain't gonna leave you confused. We ain't gonna do that to each other.
I'm confused. I'm confused regardless. But all I can say is go ahead. No, all I can say is sometimes, starting over, yes, it's when you're starting over a new lead in life, yes, it can be scary, you know what I'm saying? But starting a new relationship, nah, that ain't scary. Cause
You
you
don't think it
be
is? So
so
you don't think?
if I go out right now and meet somebody new
Mhm.
and I'm excited, I got the, the, the butterflies, and I can't wait to talk to her. I can't wait to see her, and that ain't scary. That's exciting.
Okay,
It's not
that's cool
scary.
too. Now listen. Now I'm gonna bring up something that you said, and quote me if I'm
Now you
wrong on
might
this.
not. Now you'll be scared to go up in a row. Those you better be scared of her, but not scared.
Hey, listen. When we say scared, we're not really like saying scared like that, but it's just like it's sort of like what you saying. You know what I'm saying? It's like you overfilled with emotions, but you got to think about it in this way. When you starting over in a relationship with somebody, you want to always make that good impression. So in your mind, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna always try to do everything correct. And you have that fear of not doing something correct because you don't want her to turn her head, or you don't want him
Okay,
to turn his
right,
head from you. You feel what I'm
right.
saying?
Yeah, I
So
feel that.
you gonna be on kind of like eggshells, you know what I'm saying, for a minute until the both of y'all get comfortable with each other.
I
So
mean,
in the beginning,
I feel that. I feel that. I mean, I understand where you coming now. Now, I feel that. I understand what you're saying now. Right. But like you be like that, you be kind of nervous and you hoping that you might not say something that might turn them off or something like that or whatever,
right. So
Yeah,
that
yeah. So I feel you on that, but then at the same time, too, you know, you be excited, you be happy, she comes to the house, you gonna be happy. Y'all going on y'all first date, you happy, So it's
okay.
exciting.
Miss Mack said
Mm.
you can't talk just about relationships. She said there are so many factors that can be caused and effect in a relationship. What you think about that?
Wait a minute, hold up. What she say?
She said you can't talk just about relationships. She said there are so many factors that can be a cause and an effect in a relationship. And
A
then
call.
a cause
Uh,
and an effect. And then Sharita said, Mo, I understand what you saying, I understand what you saying, staying on the topic.
right.
So Sharita got where you was coming from,
And
you know?
Tanya said I'm not confused. Thunderbird said, just know May the 28th, I'm starting all over with everything. I don't care about a relationship. I have me, and I know I'll get a job.
For sure.
Tanya laughing, T Money laughing, and Tanya
And
laughing again.
Tanya said, you're not confused, bro. She said you're
Nah,
not confused.
nah, I was just saying, y- you meet somebody new, you be excited.
Yeah, you do be excited. You got all
Yeah,
kinds of emotions going on. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Butterflies, you got, like you said, the
yeah. You
butterflies,
can't,
and
you can't wait to talk to them on the
you
phone.
got, yeah, you got the knots in your
This and that.
stomach, and
Yeah,
you
exactly.
know. So I definitely agree with that, because that's all with meeting somebody new.
But
But
getting back to when you was talking about a job. Yes, you be excited about getting a new job at the same time, you be scared. Man, I hope I can go in here and learn whatever the trainer gonna train me on. I hope I catch on real fast or whatever.
hmm,
That's scary. Going to a new school, transferring to a new school, you don't know how the other kids gonna be. You don't know how they're gonna accept you. You kind of
hmm.
scared. You know?
I don't know. Now, that part of my life, I used to find that exciting. You know what I'm saying? Switching from
I
state to state,
I
going
used
from different school to school.
I
I
didn't like
mean,
that.
maybe
I
because my
no, no,
bubbly
I didn't
personality, I don't know, but
no, I didn't like that. Then Crystal says starting a new relationship isn't scary. Wait a minute, hold on. She said it isn't scary to heal confidence, emotional, intelligent people. Okay. Emotional, intelligent people.
I know exactly what she's saying. And
Right.
you know, Crystal, I agree with you 110%. But that's
It's in
what
scary.
but
No,
that's
I
when
agree. I agree with her too. She said, you know, if you're healed, you're
yeah,
healed from your
if
last
you're here.
relationship. Yeah,
Exactly.
if you're confident in you at in yourself, and you're emotionally intelligent, it's not scary. It's not scary to
See,
get in a. And I agree with her 100%.
see, I agree
It's
with
not
her.
scary.
I agree with her 100% because of the very first thing she said. You know what I'm saying? You have to be healed. Before you can be
Yeah.
any of that other stuff that she said, you got to be healed first. And that's where I agree because I said that earlier. You know what I'm saying? When you are able to overcome them self
Right.
obstacles with them self obstacles, you know what I'm saying, within, then you're able to move on to be that confident, emotionally intelligent person. You feel what I'm saying? But if you're not healed from whatever you're trying to heal from your past relationship or your past life or whatever the case may be, you're gonna be in what they call a downward spiral. You feel what I'm
You you
saying?
you remember I said that in one of the other shows we had about being emotionally ready for a relationship.
Yeah,
You know, and we talked about that before. You have to be healed. You have to heal yourself before you step in. Especially if you was in a bad relationship with somebody else.
right,
You just don't get out that relationship and jump in with somebody else. You
right.
you you have to heal
You need to
yourself.
heal. Right.
Right.
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely. T
T Money
Money had
said.
just said, yeah, go ahead, Mo. If you can see it.
T Money said everybody less than half of the time people start over because they got they get caught on the job. Wait a minute. They got caught on the job. Everybody less than half of the time people start over because they got caught on the job.
That could be true at times too. I can't even,
One of the said that's true.
you know,
Yeah, yeah, but
that can
nah,
definitely be true. But
that's why I was saying like last time, like when you if you're not and see Crystal she made a great point when she said that you have to be emotional, healed. You know what I'm saying? You got to be that right there. Your mental state of mind, that's got to be on point when you're starting with somebody new. Because if you're not, you're gonna bring that toxic to
see,
that
but
new that last
let me
toxic you
ask you
had with
this
that
though.
person. You're gonna bring that
But
toxic to the new person.
okay, but let me ask you this though, because like you saying that it's not scary. Crystal saying that it's not scary. Well, she said it's scary if you're not healed. But I'm gonna just
Exactly.
say this in general. Like just like you just said, your mental state has to be in the right place, right?
Right.
So ain't that scary to go into a new relationship not knowing where a person's mental state is?
You tell me the other person or yourself.
Right. No, the other person.
And that's what I was saying. If I know, I'll use me as an example. If I know my state of mind is not on tack or whatever, I'm not gonna even allow myself to. Even if somebody want to get in a relationship with me, I'm not gonna allow myself to get into that relationship because I know I'm not ready. We know when we're ready. We
Right.
know it's a feeling you get. It's a feeling you get when you feel like, oh man, my life is on point. Now I want me
Where, where,
somebody. You know what I'm saying?
where you
I
where
got
you feel that feeling at?
feel that you feel that feeling in your heart.
Okay.
I mean,
Okay.
when
I'm
when, when
listening to
when
you.
you when you when it comes to a certain part of your life, a certain time of your life, and
Mhm.
you got everything in order, you're feeling good about yourself, your confidence, your 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 mind is at its all-time high as being, intelligent wise, everything is your state of mind is healthy, You know what I'm saying? So you feel like, okay, I'm ready for a relationship. I'm ready to meet somebody. I'm ready to get to know somebody. You know what I'm saying? That
So
when you
so
start
how do
feeling,
you
so when you if we go out somewhere to a restaurant somewhere and you see a nice young lady you want to talk to or a nice lady you want to holler at, and you feeling like that, you feeling you're ready. You know what I'm saying? You got everything together. You know what I'm saying? It's like you know when you're ready, and you know when you're not ready.
mm, mm.
You know what I'm saying?
I guess that was my next question, Lo. So it's like, how do you know when you just um how do you know when you just got like the lonely bug going on, and you know what I'm saying, and you having that confused with you actually being ready for a
That that
relationship?
that that can be. I mean, sometimes when people get that lonely bug, some people just
Hmm.
can't. They're not used to being alone anyway. They're not used to be.
Mm.
They always got to have somebody because they're not used to being by themselves. You know what I'm saying? They
Okay.
always got to be. They
Hmm.
always got to be with somebody. But
Okay.
it's it's different. You know. I mean, come on. I know you've
Hey
been
man,
dating over.
Reggie is silly, man. This
Yeah,
dude is
read.
crazy.
Well, we got 5 minutes.
Can All
Read
right.
Miss
Hey,
Max comment, and then we'll
all right.
we'll get down.
Miss Max said it's definitely scary because you stepping into the unknown. You don't know what the future will hold, and that uncertainty can make it hard to feel confident about taking that first step. But God got defined timing.
But see, Miss Mac, when you feeling, when a lot of time, like I said, I got to go back to what Crystal said. A lot of times when you're feeling like that, it could be something wrong with you. You know, if a person is feeling like that, if I'm feeling that way, I'm not ready for a relationship. If I'm feeling like it, I'm already looking for something to go
Okay,
wrong.
Crystal.
I'm already looking for something to go wrong. I mean, I'm not even gonna bring that. I'm not even gonna have that in my mind. When I meet somebody, I'm just gonna give them the benefit of the doubt. Nothing's gonna pop in my mind that they're gonna break my heart, this and that, this and
Right.
that. I'm
Right.
gonna whatever she showed me, that's what I'm gonna go off of. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
Crystal said, you're not you aren't going to know that person's mental state, but your mental state is what matters. If it's
Exactly,
on
and that's what
point,
I just said.
she said, if it's on point, you will see, and if it's on point, you can see what's needed. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? So, I mean, I get that, but
right,
here's my but look, here's my counteract on that though. You know what I'm saying? And I definitely feel you on that. You know what I'm saying? Because yeah, you're gonna always be aware of you. You feel me? But you got to think about what you just said, Crystal. When you're going into a new relationship, this is a person that you're trying to get to know. You feel what I'm saying? So any type of baggage is going to be important, you know what I'm saying, to know, if you can deal with it or if you can't deal with it. So I'm not saying that I'm gonna go in and be like, hey, is your mental state cool? You feel me? But
no,
I'm definitely gonna be paying attention to that because all that count. You feel what I'm saying? Because before I put my all into a relationship, I'm gonna at least be comfortable enough with how you are. You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna have to be comfortable with me to start opening up, right? So I gotta be comfortable with you to open up too. So it has to
right,
be, you know what I'm saying?
but it starts with you first.
I understand that. I'm not going against that. I'm not going against with it being with me first, but that's why I can say what I'm saying. I have to be mentally strong enough myself to even look at you and say, well, you know what? This is a person that I'm just now meeting. I got to be on my toes because I don't know this person. I'm getting to know this person. So any type of thing, so anything that you may do, considering how I'm looking at it, it may be off to me. So if I see something that you're doing and it may be off to me, the first thing I'm going to do is what? Back up.
Right. That's different though.
How
I'm
is it
talking about
different?
no. I'm saying when you first meet somebody and you're first getting to know that person, don't like people say, well, they be watching red flags. Some people already, before they even have a conversation with you for real, they already got red. They already talking about red flags.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You go in there with a healthy state of mind.
Right.
You'll learn a person real good. If you go in there looking for something wrong, let me see what she talking about. Let me see. Oh, she got this or she ain't like this. Man, you go in there, when you meet somebody, you go in there with a intelligent state of mind, positive, and just get to know that person and feel that person out. You know what I'm saying? You got to be right first, not that person.
Shit, bullshit. Both of y'all gotta be right. I know, brother. I ain't agreeing with that.
I know we gotta
Both
go.
of y'all gotta be right.
How you know that person ain't right until you get to know that person?
But Mo, that's what I was saying. That's what you know what? You're absolutely correct.
I said, but you have to go into that little relationship positive first.
I agree.
A person gonna show you who they are.
You absolutely correct about that.
If you go in there and you're not together, it's gonna be turmoil. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, I agree.
Right. So you got to go in there right.
Right. Well, I agree.
We'll read these last couple of comments and we got to get up out of here.
For sure. Bo, can you throw them back up for me one time? Or Mo, can you see him?
Let me see. Can I read it?
Wait a minute. I got it. I got it. She's Miss Max say nobody is perfect. That's why relationships don't work, because y'all be given the benefit of the doubt. Stop doing that. And then Tanya say, right, because we don't know the future. And Crystal said, well, you not.
Never
mind. That was already one we already read.
You got to give a person the benefit. You have to give. You can't go into like one and dating somebody and you already got like they got bad intentions for you. How you know that until you get to know that person? You don't know that.
Yeah, Mo, I do give you that.
A person gonna show you who they are.
I see you, Reggie. Reggie said life is a chance. If you feel like she worth it, take it, jump out the window with it. So I agree. Hold on, we got two more comments that just came in. We got Crystal and we got Reggie, and then we gonna get up out of here, y'all, because we going over the time limit. But let me see what Crystal said.
Crystal said, "LOL, I'm 59. Everything we do is a chance taker, right?" She said, "I'm seasoned. Both got to go right. Both got to go right, but I'm concerned with my state, with my state more than theirs. I don't have to be there, right? If you like, if they got some bullshit going on in their life, you ain't got to be there.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
But my thing is though too, you want to know that. So you're not sticking around for the bullshit, because people can keep their life on quiet and you not know nothing. And then you're involving yourself with someone and you don't even know, you know what I'm saying? Like you don't know what they got going on.
I did not say you don't have to get it. You don't have to get to know that person. Of course you got to get to know that person. What I'm saying is when you go in, when you're trying to get to know somebody, have a positive output towards that person first.
Mo saying just don't go in negative.
No, just get to know that person. Make sure you straighten your head first. Because if you go to thinking all other types of ways, that bad energy gonna clash with each other, and y'all ain't going nowhere.
That's true.
A person, Miss Mac, a person gonna tell you who they are.
Tell you or show you.
They're gonna show you who they are, and they're gonna tell you who they are by their actions.
Oh, okay, there you go. I was finna
Yeah,
say, keep going. You know what I'm saying? Explain it some more, but
right. Yeah,
you did
yeah,
that. You
yeah.
did
But
that.
I'm just saying. I mean, you have to give people a benefit of the doubt to show you who they are.
Yeah, I got you on that.
But you got to be straight first.
I got you on that. Okay. You hit it hard at the end.
You'll never meet nobody. You'll never have nobody thinking like that. Yeah, it's
Well,
some messed up people
you
out there, but
you
at the
you,
same time, but you have to give people a chance.
you got to give
A
their
per-
opinion a chance though too, right? There we go.
all I say is, when you meet somebody,
Hey,
we
Mo,
got to
I
go
had to.
down.
Hey, I had to shoot one in on you, man, before we got up out of here, man.
No, I'm just saying, man. I don't know what type of dating y'all do, but
Mhm.
you have to give people a chance. You got to let people show you who they are.
Right.
You just can't go in there and already thinking negative before you even get to know a person.
Hey, I agree. I'm not going against you, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going against you. I just want you to keep that mindset that you got right there and use that for, other people's ways of, what I'm saying, thinking and seeing things as well. Because that's important. You know what I'm saying?
But
Like that's
people already judging you before you even open up your damn mouth.
that's true too.
You know what I'm
But
saying?
what
So
what matters is what comes out your mouth. You feel what I'm saying?
it's
And
true.
that gives people they final judgment on you on what you say. So that's why I say, man, it's always good to always listen to what somebody else has to say because you know y'all could be saying the same exact thing but just saying it differently. Or you know what I'm saying? You never know what meaning you know what I'm saying, how you saying something may hit me or what I'm saying may hit you. So which is always important to be open-minded. That's all.
Yeah, it always is good to be open minded, but it's also good to comprehend what somebody's saying instead of switching it
Well,
up.
well, that's what I'm saying about That's what I'm saying about the opinion. You know what I'm saying? When people telling you their opinion, you know what I'm saying? It's not really for judgment. It's just for them speaking on how they look at a situation. You know what I'm saying? It's not like saying that, well, I'm gonna disregard what you saying and I'm just gonna be about what I'm saying. I'm saying it's about taking what somebody else is saying to you and you saying what they saying to that person, and y'all collectively putting that conversation together and saying, "Oh, okay, well, bro, I see where you coming from," and then you responding back, "Well, okay, bro, I see where you coming from." You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
I can't. I mean, Portis, I understand what you're saying, but I can't see where somebody coming from when I'm not understanding where they're coming from. You
Well,
get what I'm
that's
saying?
well,
I will say that
well,
if I understand. I would say that. I have said that before. If I understand where somebody's coming, I'll say, okay, I understand where you're coming from. If I
I
understand it,
ain't
yes, I would say that.
personally,
But
I ain't
but
even
if I
gotta
don't,
understand what
but
you listen.
if I don't understand it, I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh, Portis, I understand it.
Right,
No, I'm
but
not
I'm
doing
saying,
that.
well, hey,
I'm
I
not
got you.
doing it. And I don't want you
I
to do that neither.
no, I
if
mean,
you
why
don't
not? I mean,
if you don't
because
understand, if you don't understand me, don't agree with me. Don't say, well,
Mo, it
I
is
understand.
it's not about agreeing with you because I don't have to agree with you just to say, okay, well, that's your point. You feel
No,
what I'm saying?
what I'm
I
saying
don't
is,
have to understand your point because you know what you listen. At the end of the day, bro, you know what you saying. You know
if
why
I'm
you saying.
if I'm in a classroom and a teacher explaining something to me, and if I don't understand it,
Then you don't understand it. But
I
that's
don't
a teacher
understand it.
teaching you something. I'm talking about us having a conversation.
Same
That's what
thing.
I'm saying. I'm not talking about nobody teaching me anything or teaching you anything. I'm saying just having a general
No,
conversation.
I'm saying you explain something and you say you made a comment and I didn't understand it. That's all I'm
Right.
saying. So I couldn't.
And
So I can't agree to something that I don't understand.
and that's okay. That's see,
Yeah.
would that be my point? Because you may not understand what I'm saying, and there may be times I may not understand what you saying, but I'm not gonna disregard it. It's still how you feel. You see what I'm saying?
It's certain. I mean, everything is not how you feel. It's some things are not everything.
Listen, not saying that is right, and it's not saying that is wrong. It's just being open-minded to that. The way
Now,
that you feel is how you feel.
I understand. I am open-minded. I say certain things that you say, I don't understand it. That's all I'm telling you.
And that's and again, I said that's okay. It's certain things that you say I don't even question it because
Now,
you know why you say it.
When I say something, I just come straight direct. I don't do it. I don't use it poetically technique styles with it. I come straightforward.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna go all the way around the world. I'm gonna tell you like it is.
Well, yeah, you try to. At least I'll give you that.
Yeah.
I'll give you that. Well,
Yeah, so
everybody,
because some people may understand what you're saying. I don't.
and that's why
it may be some people don't understand. Maybe some people like me, they don't understand. But it may be some people who do understand, like I just said. So, hey, vice versa. It go both ways, I guess. I don't know.
Well, I mean, it's all good either way.
But we
gotta understand it. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. We love each and every last one of y'all, man. Y'all know how we do here on Big Cat, man. It was a good one. You know, we enjoyed it. Gotti, give him something before we get up out of here.
We got to get up out of here quick, y'all. Appreciate everybody chiming in. Y'all stay woke. We'll see y'all Wednesday.
Peace to the planet, y'all. We up out of here.